Illegal dumping scandal hits Kaohsiung's moon world. NVIDIA to adopt hydrogen energy in Taiwan. Northeast monsoon hits northern Taiwan. UN Security Council adopts U.S. resolution on Trump's Gaza plan. Corruption scandal rally in the Philippines. Japan tourism and retail stocks slide. Man who grabbed Ariana Grande at premiere jailed in Singapore. Stunning photo shows man free falling in front of the sun.
Hello everyone, I'm Oceana. Thank you for joining us on FUNDAY News. It is Wednesday, November 19th, World Toilet Day, and here are top stories. And for today's Taiwan news, Kaohsiung's moon world was covered with illegally dumped trash on the hillside. Cleanup finished Tuesday midday. Investigators say the garbage was likely dumped in early November from Tainan. Police identified suspicious trucks and prosecutors are handling the case. NVIDIA plans to adopt hydrogen energy in Taiwan to meet rising AI power demand and support ESG goals. Its Beitou Shiling Technology Park headquarters and future AI data centers will use hydrogen technology. Officials say the move could boost Taiwan's hydrogen industry. The northeast monsoon peaks today, with northern Taiwan below 18 degrees Celsius. Early tomorrow may drop to 12 to 13 degrees Celsius. Temperatures will rise by the weekend to 25 degrees Celsius. Another monsoon is expected on Monday, with the season's first cold front possible on Thursday. And in global news, the UN Security Council voted to adopt a U.S.-drafted resolution endorsing President Donald Trump's plan to end the war in Gaza and authorizing an international stabilization force for the Palestinian enclave. Israel and the Palestinian militant group Hamas agreed last month to the first phase of Trump's 20-point plan for Gaza, a ceasefire in their two-year war and a hostage release deal. But the UN resolution is seen as a vital to legitimizing a transitional governance body and reassuring countries that are considering sending troops to Gaza.
The text of the resolution says member states may take part in the Trump-chaired Board of Peace, envisioned as a transitional authority that would oversee the reconstruction and economic recovery of Gaza. It also authorizes an international stabilization force to ensure the demilitarization of Gaza, including the decommissioning of weapons and the destruction of military infrastructure. Hamas reiterated that it will not disarm and argued that its fight against Israel is legitimate resistance, potentially pitting the militant group against the international force authorized by the resolution. The Palestinian Authority issued a statement welcoming the resolution and said it is ready to take part in its implementation.
On Sunday, hundreds of thousands of Filipinos gathered in the capital in the largest rally so far to demand accountability for a flood control corruption scandal that has implicated powerful members of Congress and top government officials. Various groups have protested in recent months following the discovery that thousands of flood defense projects across one of the world's most typhoon-prone countries were substandard, incomplete, or simply did not exist.
Government engineers, public works officials, and construction company executives have testified under oath in hearings by the Senate and a fact-finding commission. They said that members of Congress and officials at the Department of Public Works and Highways took kickbacks from construction companies to help them win lucrative contracts and avoid accountability. Most denied the allegations. About 650,000 members of the Iglesia Ni Cristo, or Church of Christ, joined the start of the three-day rally Sunday in Manila's Rizal Park despite intermittent rains. Many wore white shirts and carried anti-corruption placards.
Japanese stocks related to tourism and retail fell on Monday after China warned its citizens not to travel to the country as Tokyo and Beijing remain locked in a row over Taiwan. Japan's Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi, who has been a vocal critic of China and its military activities in the region, suggested this month that Tokyo could take military action if Beijing attacked Taiwan. Shares in Japanese department stores were hit hard, with the parent company of the Mitsukoshi and Isetan chains plunging by almost 12%.
China has consistently ranked among the top sources of tourists visiting Japan. Shares in the department store chain Takashimaya and the owner of the global fashion chain Uniqlo closed more than 5% lower. On Sunday, the Chinese government urged its citizens to reconsider studying in Japan, citing safety risks and a rise in crimes targeting Chinese people. China's education ministry also advised students already in Japan to closely monitor the security situation. Last year, more than 100,000 Chinese students were enrolled in educational institutions in Japan. Over the weekend, Chinese airlines, including China Southern Airlines, China Eastern Airlines, and Air China, also offered refunds for flights to Japan.
A court in Singapore has sentenced an Australian man, Johnson Wen, to 9 days in prison for grabbing Hollywood star Ariana Grande at the Asia premiere of Wicked for Good. He was found guilty of being a public nuisance over the high-profile incident. Footage showed him jumping over the barriers, charging at a visibly shocked Grande, and grabbing her shoulders while jumping up and down. The incident sparked outrage in Singapore, where many called for Wen's arrest and deportation, as he has a history of disrupting concerts and celebrity events.
The court heard that he had attempted to intrude on the movie premiere twice. Moments after he grabbed Grande, her co-star Cynthia Erivo forcibly pried him off, and security staff escorted him out. He then made a second attempt to jump the barricades. Security staff stopped him and, this time, pinned him down. Wen later posted videos of the incident on his social media accounts, thanking Grande and stating that he was free. Police in Singapore arrested him the next day and charged him with public nuisance. Wen pleaded guilty. Under Singapore's laws against public nuisance, Wen could have been jailed for up to 3 months, fined up to $1,537, or both.
A U.S.-based photographer captured a jaw-dropping image of a falling skydiver perfectly aligned with the fiery surface of the sun. Andrew McCarthy from Arizona took the photo on Saturday in a desert while musician and skydiver Gabriel Brown jumped from a small propeller aircraft at an altitude of about 1,070 meters. McCarthy said the shot, titled "The Fall of Icarus," required an absolutely preposterous level of planning and might be the first photo of its kind.
This is not the first time McCarthy has gone viral for capturing stunning images of the sun. Earlier this year, he photographed the International Space Station, ISS, passing in front of the sun, creating a breathtaking composition. McCarthy said it was one of his favorite photos, as it not only captured the ISS transiting the star but also a solar flare. He named it Kardashev Dreams. The ISS orbits Earth at an altitude of about 400 kilometers, meaning it was nowhere near the sun when the solar flare erupted. The space station orbits Earth once every 90 minutes or so, which means photographers can capture an image during this brief window if they are lucky.
The answer for yesterday was C, groundbreaking. The scientist made a groundbreaking discovery in renewable energy, changing the way researchers approach solar power. Did you answer correctly? Now let's delve into today's news. UN Security Council adopts U.S. resolution on Trump's Gaza plan. Number 1, stabilization. 稳定,稳固. The government introduced policies for the stabilization of the economy. Number 2, transitional. 过渡的,转变期的. She is in a transitional phase between college and her first job. Number 3, envision. 想象,设想. The architect envisions a city with green spaces on every street. Next, we have a multiple choice question for everyone to practice. Which answer would you choose? You can write your answer in the comment section, and the correct answer will be announced tomorrow. World Toilet Day was created by the World Toilet Organization in 2001. Since its inception, it has played a vital role in challenging governments, businesses, and other groups to make changes. It has also worked to break various taboos surrounding the topic in order to facilitate discussion and lead to the creation of better and safer solutions. And that's all for today's FUNDAY News. Be sure to tune into FUNDAY News from Monday to Friday and click the link below to join FUNDAY for free. I'm your host, Oceana, and I'll see you next time.